I'm Dream, and welcome to my look at the QPAD DX20 gaming mouse. And this offers pretty much a nice stealthy mouse design for you if you're not into all that cyborgy looking mouse trash. In my opinion, not the greatest looking mice out there, and QPAD has nailed it with the design of this mouse. It looks great. It's very similar looking to the SteelSeries mice as well, and I know other mice look very similar as well, but this is definitely the best in terms of where the LED placements are. Something that really drew my attention to this was how it looked and where the LED was. Now, I would love to see more mice add the LED strip to the bottom of the mouse. It just is more appeasing. You're more likely to see it when it's under your hand anyway. Not that it's a major issue, but like I say, it's there. The LEDs are spot on this mouse. There's not really much unnecessary bleed in terms of like color bleeds or anything. It is mostly white. There is a slight tint of, I would say, a slight tint of a purpley blue. You may see the purple in the video here, but it is definitely the best white LED I've seen in a gaming mouse currently. Now, compared to my Argon mouse, which you'll see later on, the camera doesn't show it justice in terms of how sort of timid the LED is in my Argon. The QPAD is definitely a better LED in there, has more control, and there's just a lot more light source in there to justify and bring out the colors. Now, the mouse has a few different customization options in terms of the LED software. It does work relatively well. It's very simple and basic, and that's something I really like. In terms of the button presses, everything feels nice and solid. The mouse wheel, I would say, is not the most premium feel I've come across. I think my Argon has a much better mouse wheel overall, but you know, that's something which is personal preference of mine. I kind of wish there was rubber grips on the side of the mouse. That would be really a bonus. I would really like to have some rubber texture on the side of mice. It just allows more grip, especially in FPS games, and this is why I don't think this is the best mouse for, like, say, CSGO or just games that demand like perfect precision every single second of the time you're playing. If you're playing, like, you know, casual games, like I would say MOBA in general, it's going to be fine. This is going to be a really good mouse for MOBAs. RPGs, it'll be absolutely fine. I personally use a controller in RPGs, though I'm one of those people. But in terms of FPS, I don't think this is the perfect mouse for me in FPS games, but you know, it is possible to do. I've tried it. I've found it to be a little bit too responsive in terms of the left click. If you do tap the left click accidentally, it's very sensitive, so you may want to be careful in FPS. If you're playing something like Battlegrounds, definitely be cautious about this mouse because it's very sensitive in terms of the button presses. But if you're into that, then fine. If you're able to control your finger and actually not accidentally tap on the mouse at any point, then yeah, it's fine. But like I say, the LEDs in this is what really drew me to the mouse, and like I say, the optical sensor is really good. It's definitely, I believe it is the same sensor. Let me check. No, it's actually a better sensor than my Argon, so yeah, it does have better sensor there. So there is a few like features. I'm not going to go through the software. Maybe I'll do that in a future video. There's plenty of videos out there, to be honest, to see the software and what you can do with it, but I just want to give my personal thoughts of the mouse so far. But yeah, buttons all feel really good. The right button and left button feel nice and solid, other than the sensitivity is a little bit too much on the high side for me. But in terms of the comparison between my Argon, it's definitely a premium feeling mouse, works really well and looks the part as well. If you have this on your desk, people are going to ask absolutely where did you get that mouse? What is that mouse? I need this mouse in my life, because honestly this is the best looking mouse out there, and I feel that the Argon, in my opinion, is one of the best looking mice out there as well, which actually takes a very similar design to the Razer style, but does it in a better way, in my opinion, because I don't like Razer mice anyway. But like I say, really good mouse, does the job. There's no weights, there's no actual weight system in here, but it does feel nicely balanced, which is fine. I'm okay with that. Like I say, the only downsides to this is the rubber coating's not as good as the Argon. It definitely feels like a cheaper coating. I know that's weird to say. It does feel like they've cheaped out on it. Maybe added a little more rubber coating would have done the job. Maybe a more reliable rubber coating would have done the job. Like I say, my Anchor mouse has still got all the rubber there. My Argon is slightly peeling on the right side of the mouse, right mouse button. But yeah, I've only had the QPAD for a few weeks and it's already starting to actually peel, which is a little worrying, but it's not going to make the mouse worse. It's not going to make the mouse feel horrible. It's just going to end up looking horrible when it does finally all peel. I will never let it get to that stage. It'll basically just probably go in a box or in the bin. I can't throw away mice anyway, so I don't know. Maybe I'll stick to buying more mice and trying them out for you guys. So let me know in the comments if you want to see any more mice, and I'll definitely do an update. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll catch you next time.